everyone, and welcome to the President's annual Fall Convocation ceremony. My name is Roger Gove. I am chair of the Political Science Department, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this year, and I'm delighted to see you all here. The MC in the past has been Dr. Njeri Nuru Holm, and Njeri, wherever you are a tough act to follow. I will attempt to be brief, but remember, I'm a professor. This annual ceremony has two purposes. Later on in our program, you will hear from President Ronald Berkman in a State of the University address. But before that, we will present the 2012 Distinguished Faculty and Staff Awards. Did I just say that? While the university gets recognition for many of its new initiatives and projects, at the same time, it is right for us to reserve some time to recognize the contributions of our employees, the people I am proud to call my colleagues. Their contributions are sometimes less visible to the rest of the community, but they are critical nonetheless. Every day, the people who work at this institution are pursuing excellence, serving our students and the greater Cleveland area with their research, teaching, and service. And today, we honor some of the very best. It is sometimes hard to measure the impact of our faculty and staff on the lives of our students. Many students will recognize this impact only after years have passed. Others will not even know it has happened. But it has happened. The lives of our students have been permanently changed by the people who work here, and this process will continue as long as we preserve higher education. And now, I would like to present to you the 2012 Distinguished Faculty and Staff Awards. To the recipients of each award, as I mention your name, please rise and approach the President of the University, at which time I will read the citation for each award, and then I invite our audience to join me in congratulating you with their applause. The first award, the Distinguished Faculty Award for Service, Dr. Ronald J. Abate.
Yeah.
In 24 years with the College of Education and Human Services, Dr. Ron Abate has exemplified service. He has secured numerous grants, directed the Video Disc Project, for which he received the Multimedia in Teacher Education Award, directed the Mimic Project, which paired faculty with teachers skilled in classroom technology, organized 2 national summits, and coordinated the master's program in educational technology. Dr. Abate created and taught some of CSU's first online courses, developed a course on online instruction, and wrote a free, downloadable educational technology text. As the liaison between CSU Campus International School and the Cleveland Metropolitan School District since 2010, he has been critical to the success of CIS and its students, and has played a key role in all aspects of the school, from curriculum development to teacher selection to running the Student Lego Club. Congratulations, Dr. Ronald J. Abate. And now the Distinguished Faculty Award for Service, Dr. John J. Jezerowski. For 25 years, Dr. John J. Jezerowski has provided exceptional service to CSU, the School of Health Sciences, the profession of physical therapy, and underserved or underinsured individuals in need of physical therapy services within the community. Dr. Jezerowski directed CSU's physical therapy program for 9 years and chaired health sciences for 1 year. He chaired the University Institutional Review Board for 5 years and has been an active member of that committee for 18 years. He also chaired the University Curriculum Committee for 4 years and was instrumental in implementing current general education requirements. He is a physical therapy consultant at NASA Glenn Research Center, the Visiting Nurse Association, and St. Vincent Charity Hospital. For many years, he provided pro bono physical therapy services to those in need. Colleagues, students, and patients hold him in the highest regard. Congratulations, Dr. John J. Jezerowski. Distinguished Faculty Award for Research, Dr. Shuelong Sun. Associate Professor of Chemistry, Dr. Shuelong Sun, has received national and international acclaim for his research on the development of new drug treatments to combat blood clotting in the arteries, a condition that can cause heart attacks, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. He has received more than $1.6 million in research support from the National Institutes of Health and the National Science Foundation and has published 70 articles. He holds the distinction of most cited article in bioconjugate chemistry for 4 consecutive years and hottest pharmaceutical chemistry article of 2010 in Medicinal Research Reviews. Dr. Sun is a driving force behind CSU's new bachelor's degree program in pharmaceutical science. In addition to directing the research of his doctoral and master's students, he has mentored 12 undergraduates in his laboratory. Congratulations, Dr. Shuelong Sun. Distinguished Faculty Award for Research, Dr. Christopher A. Mallett. A graduate of Cleveland Marshall College of Law, Dr. Christopher A. Mallett brings his unique perspective as a social worker, associate professor, and attorney to improving the social service and justice system's treatment of at-risk youth. Dr. Mallett is highly regarded among his peers. His article, Socio-Historical Analysis of Juvenile Offenders on Death Row, was published in the Criminal Law Bulletin and submitted by the Child Welfare League of America to the Supreme Court, where it was influential in the court's decision to rule the death penalty for youth as unconstitutional. Dr. Mallett's research on at-risk youth has brought together judges, attorneys, social workers, educators, mental health professionals, and public policymakers to work together to facilitate systemic change that has had a national impact. Congratulations, Dr. Christopher A. Mallett.
Thank you. I want to take your hand. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Distinguished Faculty Award for Teaching, Dr. Catherine C. McCluskey. Dr. Catherine C. McCluskey is highly regarded as an outstanding professor of counseling education. Her classes often fill within 24 hours, and her student course evaluations are consistently the highest possible. Dr. McCluskey challenges her students. Under her guidance, they become skilled and empathetic counselors. Students describe her influence as life-altering and inspirational as she helps them navigate academic and personal challenges to reach their potential. Dr. McCluskey epitomizes the consummate educator. To her students, she is a gifted professor, mentor, counselor, and friend. Within her discipline, she is recognized for her expertise and for her 2 highly praised textbooks in counselor education. Congratulations, Dr. Catherine C. McCluskey. Distinguished Professional Staff Award for Service, Eileen Gutman. As nurse practitioner and supervisor of the Health and Wellness Services Center, Eileen Gutman works tirelessly to provide the campus community with low-cost, high-quality health care. Her accomplishments over 21 years include bringing a mobile mammography van to campus each year and organizing Women's Health Day. This year, she was instrumental in implementing insurance billing for the first time and leading a consortium of 6 colleges to negotiate lower medical insurance premiums. She does all this while ordering medical supplies, monitoring the budget, hiring and supervising student workers, and caring for patients. Congratulations, Ms. Eileen Gutman. Distinguished Classified Staff Award for Service, Brian Carpenter. Electronics technician Brian Carpenter has been an invaluable member of the physics department for 25 years. Mr. Carpenter combines outstanding service with problem solving as he designs, tests, troubleshoots, and repairs equipment for teaching labs, computers, and research laboratory instrumentation. His expertise is sought not only by physics faculty and staff, but by other departments that come to him with electronics challenges. His strong work ethic and cheerful disposition make him an invaluable member of the physics team. Congratulations, Mr. Brian Carpenter. And our last award, the Dr. Jenny S. Huang Award for Faculty Excellence. This award is kept secret. The Dr. Jenny S. Huang Award is the highest honor for faculty members in all disciplines and recognizes individuals for bringing regional, national, and international recognition to the university through exceptional achievements in teaching, research, and service. Dr. Huang is a member of the Cleveland State University Foundation Board of Directors and the founder, president, and CEO of H Technologies Group. She established the award through a gift to the foundation to help inspire faculty to ever-increasing levels of excellence. Each year, one awardee is chosen from the men and women honored by the university's Distinguished Faculty Program. And now I can reveal to you who won it. It looks as though someone has hit back-to-back dingers. This year, the university presents the Dr. Jenny S. Huang Award for Faculty Excellence to Dr. Christopher A. Mallett. Congratulations, Dr. Mallett. It is now time for us to hear from the president of our university. I'm pleased to remind you all that his academic background is my own discipline of political science, although I can't imagine how knowing your way around politics helps you in your job. A little earlier, we heard about the task of preserving higher education. It is a critical task, one upon which the future of our society depends. And no group of people carries more responsibility for that task than university presidents. Let me introduce to you our own representative from that group, the president of Cleveland State University, Dr. Ronald Berkman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we have to first acknowledge that
Dr. Gouvet brings his own distinctive style to the ceremony. I love the flourish, I love the drama, I love the pauses. Very good job. Thank you very much. I was not shaking the recipients' hands because I'm trying to be a good public health citizen, and I have a cold, so it's a little awkward, but I've been trying to resist shaking hands. So it was not a snub, it was not a new style of recognition, it was simply a preventive medicine. I also want to begin by once again congratulating the recipients for this year. We had all of them at the house last night for a dinner. So each year before the convocation ceremony, we've invited all the recipients and their spouses to the house, and we had an opportunity last night to sit with them. And you just heard just a piece of really some very stirring stories of what kind of passion, what kind of commitment, what kind of dedication, and what kind of creativity the faculty and the staff of this university bring to the table every day. Let's give them another hand. Let me first recognize the trustees who have been kind enough to join us today. Firstly, the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Chairman Bob Rawson, the board treasurer, if you hold your applause to the end, the board treasurer, Mort Levin, the trustee, June Taylor, a faculty member trustee, Joanne Godell, faculty member trustee Steve Duffy, and student trustee Amber Alt. Could I ask you to stand and please be recognized for your contributions? And I want to thank my wife Patsy, who is here, who has been an incredible champion for Cleveland State and Cleveland since we arrived here more than 3 years ago. Thank you for being here, and thank you for what you've done for the university. I'm also a professor, but I'm going to try to be short as well. But short is a relative term. So I want to talk today about the state of the university, but also about the state of higher ed, because it's difficult to talk about one without a juxtaposition to another. Let me begin with a few words about the latest edition, or a latest edition at Cleveland State, which many of you have not yet noticed, or may not yet have noticed, and that is a 30-foot tall tower of light that now stands proudly on Euclid Avenue on the easternmost edge of the campus. And it marks the entryway. It is a gateway to the Cleveland State University campus. And during homecoming, commencements, convocations, and other special occasions, a powerful spotlight inside this distinctive landmark will send a beam of light 2,000 feet into the sky. With the Tower of Light, the university affirms its home in the heart of the city. We're extremely proud of our history in Cleveland, and we are, and I am extraordinarily excited about the future of this remarkable city. Let me begin here by talking about the university and talking about some of the progress towards the goals that I articulated at the last convocation. As some of you, or most of you know, in August, the university welcomed the largest freshman class in its history, with 1,580 students. This represents a 20% increase over last year's freshman class. And the class, the record-setting class, has come with an increase in the academic quality and academic profile. The average high school GPA of our freshmen was 3.19. The average ACT score of our entering freshmen was 21.8, which again puts Cleveland State, in terms of those indices, above the national average, and is more significant by the fact that such a large proportion of our students are non-traditional students. At the same time, our commitment to keeping higher education accessible is reflected in the diversity of this freshman class. 34% of the students entering identified themselves as non-white. Last year, 32% identified themselves as minority. The largest class ever, the best ACT ever, the best GPA ever, and the most diverse class in the history of CSU. It has become a destination of choice. It has become a college of choice. The freshman application pool this year reached a 30-year high. And the percentage of accepted students, this is statewide data, the percentage of accepted students who enrolled at Cleveland State University was the second highest in Ohio, 43%. Of all the state universities, the second highest enrollment rate out of the applicant pool. And as we grow from within, we also bring students from outside the traditional catchment area. We saw a 20% increase in our out-of-state freshmen, and a 27% increase in students from outside of Cuyahoga County. Once again, this is reflective of the desire of students to enroll in Cleveland State, and I'm going to talk about why. It's also extraordinarily important. Enrollment is an extraordinarily important part of this enterprise. And one of the things that we did this year and will continue to do is try to shift the enrollment mix to bring in more first-time freshmen. We want to bring in more first-time freshmen, on the one hand, because the graduate student population faces more significant financial hurdles with the change in graduate student financial aid. But we also want to bring in more freshman students because they have more of the college experience. They spend more time at the university. They engage in more university activities like student government, and we have a big contingent of very important student government folks over here. Thanks for coming today. And they retain and graduate at a higher level. At the same time, we continue and will always continue and should continue to be a path of entry for transfer students who, for financial reasons or other reasons, start their career at a community college or at another university. But this year was the first year in which the freshman class, the first time in college class, surpassed the number of transfer students that came to Cleveland State University. So the paradigm shift was evident.